millennials are so drowned in bills that they are delaying going to the doctor's office. The cost of a burger becomes the backdrop for the health of the U.S. economy, and the closure of a lumber mill in Montana illustrates the reality of cost increases in smaller towns across the U.S. Hello, my name is Surjan Singh, and welcome to Renters Report. It is an unfortunate reality that many U.S. citizens are currently in an employer's job market, giving many companies a lot of leverage. This has reduced employee leverage and stagnated wage growth when it may be needed the most. As interest rates stay high and inflation has yet to fully stabilize, the daily cost of life is now digging into the ability of everyone, but especially millennials and Gen Z, to go see their doctors. Health insurance is not helping enough to ensure that consistent medical screening is taken care of, and even in the case of an already occurring diagnosis, like diabetes, the cost of replacing necessary supplies is prohibitive. Almost 75% of millennials and Gen Z had an unexpected medical expense in 2023. That rate is about 63% for Gen X and 40% for the boomers, according to the article. It seems that Gen Z is twice as likely to forego medical appointments in comparison with boomers. If nothing is done, the lack of consistent medical screening will only make later health risks worse, and it seems these generations are walking down that road. A burger is considered synonymous with the United States as much as apple pie and football. And the cost of a burger seems to be the most effective way for U.S. citizens to talk about the state of the economy in somewhat universal terms. Food inflation seems to be coming down, but the impacts and echoes of federal decisions made in 2020 are still having an impact on the cost of everyday goods. Most notably, the cost of beef is still on a significant rise and has had a major impact on the restaurant industry, with many in shock at the prices that places like McDonald's are charging for their menu items. But the biggest impacts are on the smaller mom and pop operations. They have much less wiggle room on their balance sheets, and this was true well before 2020. Janice Agribright, one of the family members that runs the Owl Bar and Cafe, a restaurant in San Antonio, New Mexico, stated that they have had to slowly increase their prices by about 45 cents per year, according to the article. This is likely not the end of the price increases for beef due to a number of factors in both rates and supply concerns. Next, credit card debt takes center stage for many Americans. Credit card debt has risen to an all-time high over the past few years to hold off inflation-related cost increases and indirectly hold up the U.S. economy. However, as a recovery period is still over the horizon, those debt payments are starting to catch up and destroy both savings and any beneficial impacts of the growth of the U.S. economy. According to the article, part of the reason that debt has become rampant was the ease of accessibility of cheap debt through lockdown and, for some, access to ultra-low mortgage rates. But as that debt starts to catch up, a sudden negative impact in the economy could send many people into a terrible debt spiral, which could have massive impact on voter outcomes later this year. Lastly, in Seeley Lake, Montana, Pyramid Mountain Lumber, the largest employer in the small town, is planning to cease operations after 75 years, citing the cost of the local area rising quickly and driving many workers out of town. The key reason for this has been the influx of wealthier remote workers leaving places like San Francisco for more cost-effective locations. The impact of this influx, however, is that the cost of housing and goods in that area shoot up, pressing out the long-lived locals. Similar things are happening across the country in various small towns, and the cost of living crisis, unfortunately, spreads to populations that are very ill-equipped to deal with it. This brings a new challenge to the forefront, with unfortunately no easy solution. Thank you for stopping by to listen to the summary report. The links to the articles of each story will be in the description. If you found it interesting, please like this video and share this with a friend. It will be deeply appreciated. If you want to continue the conversation or share your perspective, please do so respectfully in the comment section. This has been Surjan Singh. I hope to see you again. Thank you.